and I do presentations because I think presenting and educating is a strength of mine, and so I flex that muscle a little bit more. And let me make sure I'm going the right direction with the
Yeah.
question.
I yeah, I want you to do what you're
What
doing. Talk
activities?
about like the process that you kind of take. Do
Okay.
you so you said you talk to people. How do
Yes.
you approach folks?
Mhm.
What is it that you do?
Mhm.
How do you get invited to somebody's house to do a talk on it, like prep education? Like,
Mhm.
walk me through.
So it's right now. It's been word of mouth. It's
Okay.
been a lot of Jerry, he cool, and also like that. I guess that's SNS, the SNS strategy. I'm doing it now, and I just did a training. But yeah, it's basically
And I'm not as familiar with the SNS.
Okay, I can explain that.
Yeah,
It
sure.
stands for social network strategies. Basically, one person will tell another person, and that one person will tell two or three other people. Those two or three other people will tell two or three other
Okay.
people, and you build your clientele from there.
Okay.
And so it's just based on goodwill and good rapport. And so I think that's what helps me, because you know I'm relatable and I can talk to you. I was born and raised in Memphis, so I can talk to you like that. I mean, I've met people where they feel comfortable. If you don't want to meet me meet me at your house, meet me at the Sonic down the street. We can get a
Right.
slush. You don't want to meet me at the Sonic down the street. You want to meet me in a place where it's a whole bunch of people. Okay, well, let's meet at the community center. What's the closest one to your zip code? And it's mainly just talking to them and seeing where they are. And one thing I never do is pressure anybody into prep, mainly because sometimes it may not be meant for everybody. I think living in Shelby County, we're the #1 county in Tennessee and for HIV transmissions, and I mainly talk to Black MSMs, which is the most disproportionately affected group from HIV. I will hope that they would be interested in prep or want to move forward with it, but I don't understand everyone's circumstances.
Right.
So there's other factors that go into it besides, and this is I see why the things end up being 30 minutes because we do talk a lot. But I see why I can understand that it may be prep may not be the #1 thing right now. It may be I really just wanted a gift card so I can go to Kroger and get some extra flaming hot Cheetos and a sandwich. Or it may just be I really just want the gift card so I can put some gas in my car to go pick up my friends so we can go hang out. But I'll be interested in it because I know it. I've seen it. I've seen like a ad on Instagram or on Grindr or something. And I'm like, oh, what is that? And I have somebody that looks like me or looks similar to me. They can talk to me about it, so I'm interested to that aspect. But no, I don't know if I want to do it. So it's kind of like that sometimes.
And do you stay in contact with the people that
Yes.
may have said no or maybe not ready yet?
Right. I contact them at least once a month, and I do that because we use Outlook calendar, and I just put it on my calendar like, okay, I talked to him on the 7th of February, so March 7th, I'm gonna be like, hey, I haven't spoken to you in a month, haven't heard from you, hey, everything's good, because I don't want to, and I'm kind of, that's one thing that I would talk to other navigators about, like, what would you think? Do you think a month is too far out, or do you think that's too close, or do you think that that's just like, what do you think? Would you talk to them like 2 weeks out, just be like, hey, because, and a lot of times when people say no, they usually contact me back and say, hey, well, I thought about it, I kind of do want to move forward with prep. So, but yeah, that's part of me, like, not pressuring people. That's why I give you some time to think about it if you don't want to move forward. And it's some guys that I have, like this one client, he's 19, and I tested him last year back in June or something.
Okay.
And it's February, March is around time, and I tested him again, and now he wants to move forward with prep. So I have been talking to him this entire time, and just now, and I've tested him probably twice in between those after the initial time. So he's been tested 3 times. Came back negative every time, and he's always been like oh, thank you, Jesus, kind of person. But it's like, you should get on prep if you that concerned, you that anxious about your status. He's like, no, I don't want to take a pill every day, or just something, And I'm like, okay, well, cool. Well, you got my number. If something happens, any type of crazy things go on, you can always get some condoms from me, get some lube, or get tested. That's what I tell people. I'm always, or if you just need to talk to me about something, hey, I talked to this. I get a bunch of calls, like at least once a week. I talked to this guy. He said he was undetectable. Jerry, what does that mean? Talk to me about that.
Right.
And that helps me help you get on PrEP because you're currently negative. It's this real cute guy. He's undetectable, and he's able to tell you that he's undetectable. That's Memphis moving forward. That stigma being eliminated, being melted away, because a lot of people will hide that from you. And I have tested. I am really chatty Cathy right now. I've never been this type of person.
It's okay.
But I have had one guy that I was messaging on Grindr. He said he was on PrEP, and that's why I messaged him. I was like, hey, you're on PrEP. How is that working out for you? Are pills having? And I just messaged him like out of the blue.
Right.
So
wow.
And he was like, yeah, it's all good. He saw my profile that I do HIV tests, and he was like, I want to get tested though. I was like, okay, well, you're on PrEP. Hey, you'll get a gift card and it'll count for my program. Hey, why not? So I met up with him. He came back positive.
Oh.
But so he was never on PrEP. What I'm saying is that that's how some people are in Memphis, is that they will lie about their status.
You. Okay.
And so getting those phone calls every other week saying, I have a guy that I'm talking to that's undetectable, that's Memphis moving forward and stigma melting away, at least in our community, that's where I feel like it needs to start, because we're the most disproportionately affected.
Right.
So, don't know if I answered your question.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So once you've got someone that is now interested and they're negative, what's the process like for the next phase of navigation, like setting up doctor's appointments, that initial doctor's appointment? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's something that I do with them. I usually either are with them or I just get off the phone with them, like literally sit next to them, and we like, okay, well, I say, well, you can go here, you can go here, you can go there. I like list out different options. I ask them, do you have insurance? Do you not have insurance? And if they say, yeah, I have insurance, well, that opens up a lot of different places you can go to. If you don't have insurance, it's like one or two places depending on how old you are. And I say how old you are because St. Jude does a study. So if they're between 18 and 24, I automatically go to St. Jude, because what they do over there is really great, and I get a lot of good rapport from my clients with them. I just got a text message today from one of my clients that just had his second visit over there. But if they're not, and they're not on insurance, then I